Hello, I'm Ellis, and I'm going to be talking to you today about what I see online on YouTube at the moment. There's a lot of negative comment towards people. Now, a lot of people are recording videos saying how I don't like people. I don't like that group of people. I don't like these sort of people. Why I'm staying away from people, and you can too. How to be a social recluse in 2025. Do you see that? There's a lot of this going on YouTube. And honestly, it must be popular. It must be a current topic of interest to a lot of people, because these type of videos seem to do reasonably well. They get a lot of views. So either as a species, we all like our own company and we don't want to mingle. We no longer want to socialize with our fellow people. Or there's something else going on, because I'm not quite sure why the interest in videos of that nature are so high. So I'm going to give you the alternative view today. I'm going to be talking about how people are amazing, how generally most people are good. Jack Johnson said it himself in his song, "Where Did All the Good People Go?" And the thing is, they didn't go anywhere. I've always said this, they're right there. You just need to connect with those people. You need to know where the good people are, because they are out there. Everyone has the propensity, and everybody's got it within them to be nice and social. You know, we all want to do good for other people, more so than bad. So this video is aimed at how people are amazing. Not so much the negative, bad elements of people, because you get that wherever you go. So obviously I'm not talking about serial killers, terrorists, you know, that ilk. I'm talking more about the general populace, how most people aspire to be good and to do good in life, and most people do well in life and do aspire and do want to help others out. So this video is aimed at everybody who's amazing, because I know you are. You're all out there. You just need to watch my video. So today I want to share something simple but incredibly powerful, and that is that people are generally amazing. And yes, I'm talking about you too. Now, in a world that sometimes feels heavy with sadness, grief, or even loneliness, we often forget the remarkable potential that we all carry within us. Now, let's take a few moments to celebrate the resilience of humanity and explore how even in life's toughest moments, we can rise, connect, and thrive. Each and every one of us. My gosh, I'm so cold. I got this wrong today. Come down onto the beach thinking it was going to be really nice and flat, calm, no wind. I know there is a storm due to hit us, but I'm cold. So first, I want to talk about overcoming sadness and grief. Now, we've all probably faced sadness in our lives. Some of us have probably endured profound grief. Yet time and time again, people of all ages show an incredible ability to move forward, even when life feels insurmountable. Now, psychologists call this post-traumatic growth. Now, studies show that people often emerge from grief or trauma with new perspectives, stronger relationships, and a renewed sense of purpose. One such story comes from, believe it or not, no other than the author C.S. Lewis of Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe fame. Now, after losing his wife, he wrote A Grief Observed. Now, that book became a beacon of hope for many struggling with loss. Now, stoicism. Now, that is a philosophy that's over 2,000 years old, which can offer guidance. So when you think Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and stoic philosopher, now he wrote that you have the power over your mind, not outside events. If you realize this, then you will find strength. Now, that reminds us that while we can't control the sadness we face, we can choose how we respond to it. Similarly, in Buddhism, the concept of anicca, or impermanence, now that teaches us that all pain, like joy, is temporary. Grief will pass, and in place, a quiet strength often emerges. While I talk about how amazing I think people are, I want to touch on a subject that's really sensitive this time of year: overcoming loneliness. Now that's especially amongst the elderly. Loneliness is a growing concern, and at Christmas that hits the elderly more than any other group of people. So while many people are surrounded by family, others face silence and solitude. It's heartbreaking, but it's also a call to action. A 2020 study by the Campaign to End Loneliness revealed that chronic loneliness is as harmful to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. But there is an uplifting part. Even small acts of kindness can make a world of difference. Think of Betty, a 92-year-old woman from the UK who felt isolated and lonely at Christmas after her husband died. So she started making and creating her own Christmas cards and began delivering them out to neighbours. So what began as a hobby, it turned into a way to form new friendships. Now that story reminds me that connection can start with a very simple step. As the Dalai Lama once said, be kind whenever possible. It's always possible. Maybe this Christmas we can all reach out to someone who might need it. A phone call, a visit, or even a smile can bridge that gap of loneliness. Oh gosh, I'm so cold right now. So let me touch a little bit on the scientific perspective. Now, why I think people generally are amazing. It all comes down to resilience. Why are humans so resilient? And what makes people so resilient? Science does offer some fascinating answers to this. First, quite literally, we are wired for connection. There's a neuroscientist, Matthew Lieberman. Now, he's explained this in his book. I think the book's called Social, from what I remember. I've actually read chunks of it, and it is quite a good book. So our brains are designed to seek out and foster relationships. Even in the toughest times, connecting with others, it releases oxytocin. And that's the so-called love hormone. Now that can reduce stress and strengthen emotional bonds. Secondly, our brains are astonishingly adaptable. Now this adaptability is known as neuroplasticity. You might have heard this word mentioned. So it's the ability of the brain to rewire itself in response to new experiences or challenges. So when life gets hard, this adaptability, it allows us to find new paths forward. And let's not forget the power of gratitude, which I spoke about on my last video. As I said, that Dr. Robert Emmons, it's a great book, I'll find the name of it. He found that practicing gratitude, it increases happiness, reduces depression, and even boosts physical health. So when we focus on the good, even the small things, we unlock an incredible strength to face life's difficulties and challenges head on. I'm talking about how amazing people are. I do need to tell you a story of resilience. It's actually, as far as I'm concerned, it's the greatest story of human resilience and the power of humans bonding together for the better good that I've ever come across. And it's a story that always inspires me. So in 2018, a Thai soccer team of 12 boys and their coach were stuck in a cave for 18 days, and time was running out. Now the team were all aged between 11 and 16, and their coach was only 25. They became trapped in this cave due to unexpected monsoon rains. The story went out around the world, so it's a story that you probably will know. Now, a massive search operation began involving Navy SEALs, the Thai Navy, cave divers and volunteers from around the world. 9 days later, British divers John Valenfon and Rick Stanton managed to locate the group on a rocky ledge 4 kilometers into the cave's entrance. Now came the hard part, getting them all out safe and well. Now the rescue mission was perilous, with narrow, flooded passages, strong currents and rising water levels. Australian cave diver and anaesthetist Dr. Richard Harris, he played a critical role and in conversation with the British divers, decided to sedate the boys to keep them calm during extraction. Each boy was equipped with a full face mask and was guarded out by 2 other divers. Over 3 days, from July the 8th to the 10th, all 12 boys and their coach were safely rescued. Tragically, a former Navy SEAL, Simon Goonan, lost his life while placing air tanks along the route, but his sacrifice underscored the mission's dangers. So against all odds, they had survived, thanks to teamwork, ingenuity, and the unwavering support of rescuers from around the world. Now, this story isn't just about survival. It's about humanity's collective ability to bond together, to face challenges head on, and come together when it matters most. It's a testament to the fact that people do step up when needed. The operation showcased incredible human resilience, courage, and global teamwork, proving that people truly are amazing. This extraordinary story continues to inspire me, and it reminds me of the power of collective effort in overcoming seemingly impossible odds. But just before I finish my little beach ramble today, I want to bring it back on to you who might be watching this. Now, maybe you're watching this and thinking, sure, people are amazing, but not me. Let me stop you right there. You are resilient. You are capable. And even if you don't feel it right now, you have the potential to overcome anything life throws at you. Because we are resilient people. We are amazing. If you're struggling with grief, remember, healing is not a straight line. If you're battling loneliness, know that a single connection can light up your world. And if you feel stuck, take heart from the fact that small steps, one step at a time, are all you need to move forward. Gosh, have I mentioned how cold I am yet? Only once or twice. So before I finish, as we move through the remainder of what's left of this year now, I want to celebrate the incredible resilience of people, of you, people everywhere. Let's honour the human spirit that faces adversity with courage, seeks connection in times of loneliness, and creates beauty even in the darkest moments. And remember, you too are amazing. You have everything you need within you to thrive and survive. So thank you for joining me today on this freezing cold beach walk and talk. If this message has resonated with you, share it with someone else who might get some value from this and maybe needed to hear it. And tell me in the comments what inspires you about people. Let's keep this conversation going because it's an important conversation. And together we can remind the world just how amazing humanity really is. Thanks for watching today. I hope you've got some value from this. As I do this style of video, I'm definitely learning and getting better with it. And it's a new direction that I want to take my channel in 2025. And it'd be lovely to have you guys along. So if you've liked today, subscribe so you can see more videos like this, these walk and talk style videos, where I impart a little bit of my opinion on things in life. Till next time, Merry Christmas.